Condensation is one of the main problems we find with roofs. It can often be disguised as a leak. However, what we have found is that in certain roof constructions, approximately 20 to 50 years old, maybe older, although the roofs were designed to be wind and watertight, they were not built around the current regulations that are in place now to cover home ventilation. Now, in today's time, with double glazing doors and windows, wall cavity insulation and extra insulation in the loft space, sometimes this insulation comes over and covers any soffit ventilation. Basically, houses are a lot more lived in now, with people working from home, electric showers, better cooking facilities, better heating systems, and so all of this heat rises and goes up to the attic space. Once the heat disperses through the loft insulation, through the glass wool, it then rises into the attic space. This then hits the back of the boarding, whether it's sarkin or Celotex boards, and it causes everything to become damp. When the temperatures are very low and the outside of the roof is freezing cold and the heat is coming up from the inside, this will start to create droplets of water which will follow the slope of the roof and run down to the eaves. This water staining will then show up on the inside of the property into the coving area of any of the rooms below. The solution to a condensation problem in the attic space is to get the correct ventilation. This can be achieved by installing inline roof tile vents along the eaves of the roof to allow an intake of airflow. If there is already an existing vented dry ridge system, we would check to ensure that there is a gap here to allow the air to go out. If there is no gap, then we would advise on a ventilated dry ridge system to be installed, and this will allow the airflow intake to come in through the eaves ventilation and circulate and disperse back out of the ridge ventilation. This will allow for all that excess moisture to be removed from the attic space. Another thing that is important to look out for is to ensure that any extractor fans going into the attic space are properly connected to a vent to allow this to disperse out the roof and not into the attic space.